Well, you got me? We had a issue with our computers crashing here on our end, but I think that everything is back up. Hopefully you can see me and we don't have that issue again as we're trying to go through the forecast here. Once again, like I said, very dangerous travel conditions out there today. A travel advisory has been issued for Jefferson County until further notice because of the strong winds causing blowing snow that is also creating whiteout conditions. As far as those strong winds out there, you can see what we're talking about as we take a look at that map with the wind gust, 44 mile per hour gust for Watertown. It has gusted up to 50 at times, 54 mile per hour wind gust for Messina, and 40 mile per hour wind gust for Fort Drum. Other locations, unfortunately, aren't showing up for us, but nonetheless, those winds are very strong out there, causing the significant blowing snow and whiteout conditions. High wind warning for Jefferson County until 6 a.m. on Tuesday, as winds will continue to be gusting to 50 to 60 miles per hour this evening and overnight tonight. And folks, we have snow coming into the forecast this evening as well through the early overnight hours. Northern St. Lawrence County, also a high wind warning until 1 a.m. on Tuesday for winds gusting upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour. Southern St. Lawrence County, we have a wind advisory until 1 a.m. on Tuesday, that is tonight, for winds gusting up to 45 to 50 miles per hour. Lewis County, under a wind advisory as well, for winds gusting upwards of 45 to 50 miles per hour at times. That will expire at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Tracking out these winds, like I said, as we get towards the evening hours, they're going to continue to be strong and gusting up to 60 miles per hour. Once we get towards the overnight hours, that's when things start getting more interesting for us. Notice there at 10:30, we're seeing winds gusting of 40 to 50 miles per hour, even up to 60 at times. And we have heavy snow falling as well. So that heavy snow with the strong winds, that's going to create complete whiteout conditions. Travel will be extremely difficult, if not impossible, as we go through the early overnight hours as winds are strong and we continue with blizzard-like conditions throughout the evening hours and early overnight tonight. If you can stay home tonight, just stay home. That's the best I can say, just stay home, because you're not going to be able to see by 1 o'clock in the morning, winds still gusting upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour for us at times. Heavy snow continuing to fall. Arctic front starts to move through then. That creates snow squalls as it moves through. By 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, that front has moved through. Temperatures are dropping drastically towards tomorrow morning. Winds still gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout the day on Tuesday. And you can see that here with our futurecast by 11:30 in the morning Tuesday, winds still gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour at times. So we're still going to have the issue of significant blowing snow throughout the day on Tuesday, even though we won't be seeing snow falling during the day Tuesday. So dangerous travel conditions still likely on Tuesday as we have these strong winds. I'm surprised here, folks. We have a winter storm warning for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties tonight. That goes until 6 a.m. on Tuesday. I'm surprised that this is not a blizzard warning, because we will reach blizzard conditions tonight. There's no doubt in my mind that that happens. We have heavy snow coming into the forecast overnight tonight with those very strong winds. But nonetheless, the National Weather Service has decided to only issue a winter storm warning, but they are saying that we will have snow squalls that will create those very dangerous travel conditions that will be impossible at times. St. Lawrence County, you are under a winter weather advisory until 7 a.m. on Tuesday. We are expecting snow to fall overnight tonight as these winds are very strong. As far as kind of going throughout the futurecast for you, you can see what we're talking about. We're dry this afternoon. We're just dealing with the blowing and drifting snow. Lots of accidents out there. Like I said, travel advisory for Jefferson County. As we get towards this evening, we start seeing snow chances increase. Even though this model is saying that we're dry at 6 o'clock, wouldn't be surprised to see some light snow showers already moving in. By 8, 9 o'clock, heavy snow moving in. blizzard-like conditions will be highly likely by 9 o'clock this evening. We continue into the overnight hours towards midnight. Heavy snow continuing then with the heavy winds as well. So strong winds, heavy snow tonight, creating those blizzard conditions during the overnight hours tonight towards early Tuesday morning. Once we get past midnight tonight, that Arctic front starts moving in, then we have snow squalls moving through. You won't be able to see driving because of the snow squalls. They're going to be very intense as that Arctic front moves through, and temperatures dropping drastically back behind it towards Tuesday morning. We will likely be in the single digits to maybe even 0 or below Tuesday morning, with winds still gusting of 20 to 30 miles per hour. But I think tomorrow morning by sun up, most of the snow is over with, maybe a few light snow showers lingering, but we should be fine. As we go throughout the day Tuesday, we're dry. Wind still gusty at times. Cold day for us Tuesday. Then we get towards Tuesday night, and we have another system moving in. Likely going to see winter weather alerts issued for Tuesday night, as we have more heavy snow in the forecast Tuesday and into Wednesday. So we're getting these back-to-back systems as we go throughout the forecasted period here. How much snow are we talking about? This is just by tomorrow morning. We could be talking about 6 to 12 inches of snow for the Tug Hill Plateau, maybe 6 to 8 inches for southern St. Lawrence County, 3 to 6 and that lighter to darker colored blue, so the third tier colored blue there, which includes Fort Drum, Carthage, Adams, Adams Center, Harrisville, Canton, Potsdam, Old Forge, Lyons Falls, Lowville, Croghan, Champion. And then outside of that, we're talking about maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow, which is going to be Clayton, Hammond, Ogdensburg, Messina. So the river community is seeing the lesser amounts of snow. But overnight tonight, locations on the Tug Hill Plateau, and including portions of southern St. Lawrence County, could be talking about 6 to 12 inches of snow. And did I mention that the winds are still going to be gusting upwards of 60 miles per hour while this heavy snow is falling? That's why I'm saying that we will have those blizzard-like conditions as we go overnight tonight. Travel is going to be extremely difficult. I'm not trying to be someone to fearmonger or hype something up. I'm just giving you the straight facts here, folks, as I look at the forecast. It's going to be a rough evening for us as we have these winds. You already see what's going on today without the snow falling with those strong winds. And then as we get to the overnight hours, we have the strong winds, snow will be falling, and of course, you can put those two together and make your own conclusion there for what we're going to be talking about. So what we're going to do is kind of take a short break for a moment. Let me get my breath back, kind of take a moment. Here in about 30 minutes, or 30 seconds, should I say, to a minute, we'll be back and we'll answer some of your questions here on Facebook and YouTube. So stand by. We'll be gone for a minute at most, and then we'll be back to answer some of your questions. All right, welcome back here on Facebook and YouTube. I just went through the forecast momentarily ago, and now I'm going to go through the comments and answer some of your questions that you have. As far as the first question that I see is someone asking about Governor. Governor, you're going to see some accumulating snow tonight, winds continuing to gust upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour at times. And you're going to see those whiteout conditions, blizzard-like conditions, as we go overnight tonight as well. Pretty much everyone across the North Country is going to see that as we go overnight. I'm going to go ahead and go through the Futurecast once again, because some of your comments were asking me to go back through the Futurecast so that you can see it. So as we go throughout the evening hours, towards this evening, we're dry, we're fine. Everything's fine this evening as far as no snow falling. Winds are still gusting upwards of 60 miles per hour at times. So the strong winds creating significant blowing and drifting snow is going to be very likely as we go throughout the afternoon and evening like we have out there. Once again, we do have a travel advisory for all of Jefferson County that could get updated later tonight as the snow moves in. After 7 o'clock, I think that's when the heaviest of the snow starts moving in. And we are still going to have very strong winds this evening as well when we have heavy snow. So that's going to lead to those blizzard-like conditions. Whiteouts, travel will be very difficult to impossible. So if you can, just stay home. I know we have essential workers out there, DPW, plow crews, DOT, that will be out and about. But if you're not someone that has to be out tonight, just stay home. This isn't going to be anything that we haven't seen before, but it will be dangerous conditions out there as we go through the evening hours and early overnight tonight as snow moves through. Like I said, some locations could see 6 to 12 inches of snow on the Tuck Plateau and in portions of southern St. Lawrence County. The rest of us more than likely going to see 2 to 5, maybe up to 6 inches of snow. Snow squalls moving through after midnight as a Arctic front moves through. An Arctic front is just a very strong cold front that moves through. And that's going to cause very rapid deterioration in visibility. So do take note in that. So tomorrow morning we're mainly dry and cold, and we're dry throughout the day on our Tuesday before more snow Tuesday night into Wednesday, leading to several more inches of accumulation. How much snow by tomorrow morning? Well, like I said, 6 to 12 inches for the Tuck Hill Plateau around Barnes Corners, Montague, High Market, Constableville, Worth, Lorain, and Jefferson County, southern St. Lawrence County around Wanakina, Star Lake, Fine, Oswegatchie, up towards Colton, and Parrishville. We're talking about maybe, say, 6 to 8, maybe 10 inches of snow. Other areas like Canton, Potsdam, Harrisburg, Gouverneur, Fort Drum, Watertown, Carthage, Harrisville, Lowville, New Bremen, Croghan, Lyons Falls, Adams, Adams Center, Mansville. We're looking at potentially 2 to 5 inches of snow, maybe up to 6 inches for some of those locations, depending on where you are. Henderson, Ellisburg, Sackett's Harbor, Dexter, Brownville, Chameau, 3 Mile Bay, Cape Vincent, Clayton, DePauville, Alexandria Bay, Hammond, Lisbon, Ogdensburg, Messina. We're talking 1 to 3 inches of snow overnight tonight. The biggest issue overnight tonight is not going to be the snowfall amount. It's going to be the wind causing those blizzard conditions. And I see someone is saying that Jordan said, why are they calling it a winter storm warning instead of a blizzard warning? Jordan, I'm not sure why they have not issued a blizzard warning. But that's what we're going to have this evening. Blizzard-like conditions, highly likely as we go throughout this evening and overnight tonight because of the very strong winds and the heavy snow that's going to be falling. And remember, if you're one of those that are just going out to the store because you want to get some cookies and brownies or some milk, you're putting first responder lives and other people that have to work lives at risk if there's an accident. So if you don't have to get out, just stay home. Someone said Redwood is getting in on this one. That's true. Someone's asking when my next day off is. Hopefully Saturday. That's weather dependent though, so we'll see. It's also going to be very windy in Tupper Lake and Saranac. Like that's one of the questions that I had here as well. So someone says they haven't issued a blizzard warning yet because it has to be 3 hours of 35-mile-per-hour winds for it to be called a blizzard warning. As we get towards the evening hours, winds will be, there's the 35 miles per hour for 3 consecutive hours, yes, or visibility of a quarter mile or less for 3 consecutive hours. We're going to have that tonight. I think one of the reasons they haven't issued a blizzard warning for us is more than likely a confidence issue and not so much a issue with reaching that criteria. I think it's just more of they're not extremely confident for that, so they've issued the winter storm warning. And once again, the National Weather Service is the ones that issued that. But they are mentioning in the winter storm warning for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties significant blowing and drifting snow from high winds that will create whiteout conditions to near impossible travel. If I stop every so often, folks, it's because I'm going through comments, trying to answer some of your comments here. Someone saying several crashes around the area already with the blowing snow across the roads. Yeah, crews are extremely busy. The first responders that I know that message me and reach out to me, they're saying that it's just extremely busy out there today with calls coming in nonstop from cars going off the road. And it's very deceiving today. And the reason I say that is because, for instance, I live in Adams, and I drove into Watertown. It was fine driving into Watertown from Adams. But once you get onto the Tuck Hill Plateau or you get into the St. Lawrence River Valley going towards Clayton, it's not fine. Even if you're in western Jefferson County towards Lake Ontario, it's not fine. There are significant areas of blowing and drifting snow. And the big issue is you hit one of those drifts in the middle of the road. That's going to tug your car and make you go into the ditch. And then you end up in a ditch. Then emergency crews show up, or wreckers show up to pull you out. That's putting more people in danger. So if you can, just stay home this afternoon, this evening, and overnight tonight, because tomorrow morning things will be better. Things will be improved. This isn't anything we haven't seen before, but we get dangerous weather, and that's going to be the case as we go throughout the rest of the day and overnight tonight. It looks like your comments have started to die down. Someone says, is Lowville under a high wind warning? No, Lowville is under a wind advisory, which is just a step below a high wind warning. So as we kind of wrap up here, I'll look at the wind gusts, current wind gusts once again. As of right now, 54 miles per hour for Messina, 37 for Drum, 43 miles per hour gusting for Kingston, and a 44 mile per hour wind gust for Watertown. As we get into this evening hour, as snow starts moving in, these wind gusts will get stronger before the cold front moves through. Like I said, we will have whiteout conditions overnight tonight and blizzard-like conditions as well. Several hours of very, very poor visibility as heavy snow falls overnight tonight, with some locations seeing the potential for 6 to 12 inches of snow. As far as how we're going to keep you updated throughout this today, John Kubis will be in at first at 5 and 7 news this evening at 6 with the latest forecast. We'll keep you updated on here on WWNYTV.com as well. On social media, we're going to keep you updated. And, of course, like I said, if you can, just stay home this evening and overnight and give those plow crews, first responders, and all the extra room that they'll need to work as we see these dangerous travel conditions overnight tonight, from blowing snow and heavy snow all at the same time, from those whiteout conditions to near blizzard-like conditions overnight tonight. Head to our website, WWNYTV.com, for a full forecast right there at the top of the page. But as far as this Facebook Live and on YouTube, this is going to go ahead and do it for us. If you want to watch it back live or watch it back recorded, you can, but that's going to wrap things up for us. Stay safe this afternoon and evening, and of course, be careful.